Today on BRStv we have Reef Chili Coral Food. Reef Chili is actually the very first product our company ever produced and the founder of what bulk reef supply is today. We developed Reef Chili because we wanted to have tighter controls over the things that were going into our tank, so we developed a product that we can be confident in.
I think there must be 100 different types of coral foods out there, and many of them have some pretty ridiculous claims. So it can be really tough to tell the difference between the snake oils and the products that have actual value.
We wanted to create and use a product that was filled with ingredients known for having legitimate value, including zooplankton, phytoplankton, copepods, rotifers, spirulina, as well as a variety of other nutritionally dense components.
So here's the interesting part. All that sounds good, but how do we know it's actually doing anything? I've had a lot of successful tanks without using any coral foods at all.
So I think there's three primary reasons to use coral food: coral health, coral growth, and coral color enhancement. The first two are relatively tied together. Most corals use nutrition received from light and capturing prey, like Reef Chili, first for metabolic function and tissue repair. If they're otherwise healthy, they will use additional nutrition for growth and reproduction. In other words, if your corals are growing, they're probably pretty healthy. Recently, the Hawaii Institute of Marine Biology did a study on coral farming which included the effects of light, water motion, and artificial foods. I'm proud to say that in this study, Reef Chili was found to have produced the fastest single species growth of all the coral foods tested, and one of only two which saw growth in all three species of corals tested.
I think the most interesting part is Reef Chili was able to achieve those results using 1/10 of the dose of some of the other competitors. The less stuff that I have to put in means the less stuff I have to take out via water changes and other maintenance. Not to mention, this also makes it a pretty affordable product.
Another interesting result on a separate test within the same study used some different brands of coral foods, but shockingly, a vast majority of them didn't show any benefit over using nothing at all, even at 10 times the dose. Really, I think the whole study was pretty interesting, including the parts about water flow and light intensity. If you're interested in reading the whole study, you can find it by searching for coral farming, the effects of light, water flow, and artificial foods.
So another reason to feed foods like this is to provide a source of color pigment. Reef Chili is extremely rich in a variety of color pigments.
So not only can your corals take advantage of the additional color pigments, but your fish as well. I find that anthias especially go crazy over all the small particles found in Reef Chili. You can feed the Reef Chili whenever it's convenient to you, but for corals I do find it's most beneficial to feed at night when the polyps are more likely to be out, and it's easier for the corals to capture prey. To feed the Reef Chili, we're going to use a mixing bottle like this one. We just put some of the Reef Chili in the bottle, fill it up with tank water, and then shake it to rehydrate the ingredients. I then spray it into a high flow area of the tank, or I can even take the time to individually target feed each coral.
That wraps up today's episode. If you found this demo helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you for watching BRStv.